Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a yoga website in 10 minutes. So it's pretty straightforward. You really only need hosting and a domain name to get started and a good WordPress theme. So let's get to it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, there'll be a link to this, this blog post here. So just click onto that and just follow along. So I'm going to scroll on down here, down the blog, until we get to step one. I'll minimize my face there. And step one is get a domain name and hosting from Bluehost. So there's lots of different hosting providers out there who will provide the domain name when you get the hosting from them. So Bluehost generally have very good feedback if you're doing a WordPress site. So this is what I'm going to be covering here, setting up a WordPress site and using a WordPress theme to get started quickly. So Bluehost is what I recommend, but you don't have to get Bluehost. You can do your own research and find find what else is out there. So step one is go to Bluehost, and you'll just pick. If you're just starting your first website, you don't need to get an expensive. Don't be tempted by any of these. You just need the shared hosting. So it's £2.83 a month. They do make you pay for 36 months up front, but it's still very affordable, and you're going to obviously use the site, hopefully need the site for 36 months and a lot longer. So yep, you can sign up to the shared hosting. And when you sign up, you'll be asked to get a domain name. So you just have to have a little think, and you'll be typing a domain name in. And over here on the right hand side, you'll see .com. So if I just mark this here, this is what prefix you want. What you can do is most people get .coms. I live in the UK, so I usually get .co.uk's. I also like .orgs, but there's going to be no difference to the amount of web traffic you get. So it doesn't matter. The .coms and some of the other ones can get quite expensive, but you don't get any more traffic coming to your website, so you don't have to worry about that. Like I said, most people will get the .com, but you can get whatever you like. And come down here, you just get the package. So like I said, you'll just get that basic package up there, the shared hosting. And so you go through here, and they will do here. You don't need to do the site backup pro. You can. That's good peace of mind, but you can do it manually. There's some free plugins, but if you want to do it automatically for peace of mind, you can tick the site backup pro, and it'll do it automatically for you, so you never have to worry about forgetting to do it manually. Because sites, sometimes it counts. It's never happened to me. I've been doing sites for years and years and years. I've never had to do a backup, so it's very, very rare, but you never know. So it's good insurance policy. Then make the payment is step 4. You'll then be asked for a password, step 5. And then on step 6, you'll just want to install your own. So you'll be getting a choice to install your own theme. Or choose one that Bluehost offers. You want to choose your own. The themes on Bluehost are good, but you've got to bear in mind that the people who have done these themes spend their whole time doing them, and these themes are really, really good. That's why I gave up being a web designer, because it used to take weeks and weeks, if not months sometimes, to create a website, where these days you can click a button and you've got an amazing looking website of what used to take months to create. So choose start building, and on step 7 you'll go start building your website on WordPress. So choose that option. You could choose the other option is to go to your Bluehost account. And setting up through Cpanel, but that's a little trickier. It's still pretty straightforward, but the easiest way by far is just to go and select start building your website on WordPress. So you'll come down here, and then you'll just click launch your site. So that'll be, you do have an option where you can say coming soon, but we don't really need to do that, because it takes, to get web traffic on a new website takes months. To get a lot of web traffic, generally, I'm a blogger, generally it takes about 8 to 9 months to start getting really good traction on a blog post when you go live with it. So Same thing on a web page. So you don't have to worry about putting coming soon because you're not going to get people coming to your website for a while. So you'll have time to set it all up. Step 9 is you'll then, once you've launched it, launched your site. So you'll see a launch over here. So if I just put that there, there's a little launch button there. And once you've done that, you'll then be taken to the dashboard. And from within the Bluehost dashboard, you'll see over here, you will see the log into WordPress. So yeah, just log into WordPress and oops, let's get out like that. And you'll be good to go. So once you're into WordPress, you've got your username and your password, so you can log in from there, and then you're good for step 2. And in step 2, we're going to install the Astra theme and plugin. And there's lots of other really good themes out there. This theme has their own plugin as well, and the plugin just gets you lots of templates to use, so you can quickly get started. So that's why I've said 10 minutes, and that's not an exaggeration. You can literally have a website up and running within 10 minutes due to these templates that they provide. So I'm going to show you how this works here. So scroll down here. So here, yeah, so I've just said that. So the Astra theme is really regarded, very high, like one of the most highly regarded, if not the most highly regarded WordPress theme out there. So makes it very easy. So step 1 is we're going to go to themes. So I've set up a new site as well. So I've got a brand new site here that I've just launched. So it's and we'll just follow along as we're going here. So I put the illustrated section here, so kind of a written guide, and as I'm doing the video as well. So some people like doing a bit of both at the same time. Some people like one or the other. So I'm just going to follow along with the guide as I'm going here. So we're going to go to themes, and then we're going to click add new. So I'm going to come into here. So this is my brand new site. So I'm going to go to appearance and themes. And this is exactly what you'll see when you first log into your WordPress site here. These are all some old themes. So what I'm going to do is you can go in, you can delete a few of the old ones. So I'm just going to delete that one. So you can mouse over one of them and just delete them. So I'm going to delete that one. Don't need all these themes showing up. That's what I'm going to do here. You click add new. So up the top here, if I can move me out of the way there, I will... let's just move me here, and you'll see at the top is add new, and so I'm going to click on that. And so this is where we then type in Astra. So Astra, A-S-T-R-A. So we'll get the first one that comes up, and we're going to click install. So I'm going to pause while that's all installing. Okay, so that only took a few seconds. So now I'm going to click activate. Okay, great. So that's now activated here. And I'm going to go back into the illustrated guide. So we've done step 2. We've installed the Astra theme, and now we're going to go and install the Astra plugin. So I'll just show you how to do that. So we'll come back into the website. So we're going to come over here and we're going to go to plugins. So let me we're going to come see plugins there. I'm going to click here, plugins. And what I normally do is I normally just delete these, just come here, and you can do a bulk delete up here, and I'll just get rid of those because we'll never use those. That came in with the default when you set up the WordPress theme. So now we're going to just type in Astra. So we're going to click up the top here, click add new up the top. And over here, we're going to go Astra. And it won't actually say Astra, but what you'll see, so if we go to the up here, this is how it looks like there. And so it's we're going to be one of the first 3 or 4, so there it is there. And you can see it's had 1 million 1 million active installations and 5 stars, so it doesn't get better than that. That's why they're so popular. So we're just going to click install now, and I'll pause it after this while it's installing. Okay, so now all I've got to do is click activate, and that will activate. Okay, the next important step is to select Elementor. So there was a, at the top there, I clicked on it but it disappeared, but there was a quick way of clicking into it. But that's gone, but you'll see a link there that you could have clicked into. But another way of doing it is within the plugins, you'll see starter templates. Just click the link that says C library. So if I click that under the starter templates, and that will give us a whole bunch of options. So Elementor is by far the best page builder. That's why they put it as number 1. So you're just going to click onto Elementor, and you'll select your page builder that you prefer to use. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to pause. Okay, so this is where you're going to choose your design. So if I go back to the blog post with the steps, we're here, we're on step 4, choose a design. So you've installed the templates, here are all the templates. And so being a yoga teacher, you'll want a yoga website, obviously. So all you have to do is type yoga into here. And you'll see at the moment they've got 3 websites available that you can use. So you'll see up on 2 of them, they've got agency up there. So if I come here, you'll see agency there, agency there. So what does that mean? That just means, if you like the look of that, you can join the Astra membership. So it's only $47 a month. So if you want that, the agency ones, you just pay a yearly membership. But also you get access to any other templates that they come up with. Say if you're bored with that, how that site looks, say in a year's time you want to redesign it, all you have to do is then choose one of the other templates that you like. If it's an agency one, click on that and you'll have redesigned your website with a click of a button. So you've got that option. So if you did come here, you would and you clicked on one with the agency, here's what happens. It'll show you kind of what it looks like, but then you'll on the bottom right down here you'll see get agency bundle, and you'll click on that and it'll take you to pop up into a new tab, and you can come down here and all you need to do is get the Astra Pro. That's the best one there. So get Astra Pro. It's only $47, and pretty good investment, pretty cheap for a premium website, really, and you get support. It's always updated. Even the ones that aren't agency, like here, they're always updated. So I'm going to choose the yoga instructor. It says here 5 templates, so I'm going to click on that. So that's a freebie one. So I'm going to click onto that, and I quite like the look of this. So even though this is a free one, weirdly I kind of prefer this over the paid ones, really. I mean, because I like clean kind of websites. So I'm happy with. You can go into each one here. We're on the home one. If I clicked about me, it would you'd be able to see how the about me looks like, and then the classes, publications here, and then get fit schedule is how their thing is there. I don't know what I get. That's the classes as schedule. No, that just shows you, and that'll show you the schedule here. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. So if you're happy with the site, with how it looks, what you're going to do here is we're going to import the complete site. So that'll once we click this button down here. So if I just put this here, once we click that, it'll import all those 5 pages into the site, and your site's up and running. Then you just have to do change the text up a little bit. So you don't have to. You'll see to the right of that is import get fit template. So you don't need to worry about that. What we're doing here is we're going to import the complete site. So I'm going to click on that, and while that's doing that, I'm just going to pause. So you'll be presented with this pop-up, and you can say, I'm a WordPress, so what are you? So this will help you out. I'm pretty much an expert, so I would call myself an expert because I've been doing it for so long, but you might select beginner if this is your first website. So I'm actually going to select beginner just to see what it's like, what it says, how it changes things, and I'm doing this for myself. If you were doing it for a client, you'd be a website designer, you're doing it that way, but I'm selecting that. Advanced options, we do want to import the customizer settings, so keep that ticked, and we do want to import the widgets. So I'm going to click next. One last step, it wants to get to access exclusive starter templates, enter. So this will give you a quick, looks like it will give you some freebies. So let's I'll put my name and first name in and then click submit. So I've entered my details there. You just got to be a bit aware there, that's probably their very good marketing tactic. They're going to be sending you emails every now and again, presumably, to try to entice you to buy maybe one of their premium templates. You can always unsubscribe if they get annoying, but I would imagine they're okay. So I'm going to click submit and start importing. I'm going to pause while it's doing it. Okay, so that only took a few seconds. It's now saying imported successfully. It does say a little note here about the images. They almost certainly are royalty-free images, but they're just giving you a little bit of a precaution there. Maybe they might have one or two that aren't royalty-free, but I'll show you in one of the next steps how to get royalty-free images. So what you now do is we're going to click View Site to take a look at it. Okay, so this is how the website looks. So we've got, all looks very nice. So there's the home page here. Very, very clean, nice, modern-looking website. Very happy with that. And the About Me, all very nice. And classes section. So here we can add our classes here. That's very good. Nice. Yep, pretty happy with all that. Publications, not sure what that is for a yoga teacher site, but let's just have a look. Health books, so okay, if you say you're an affiliate maybe on Amazon, or you just want to recommend yoga books, that's quite a nice touch really. You could become an Amazon affiliate and just put your Amazon, put the book here and put your link within the buttons there, and you just earn a bit of passive income. Get Fit, let's have a look at that one. So Get Fit, get healthy with yoga, so that's just their contact page. So that should really be called contact, but I don't know why they call that Get Fit. So I'll just show you how to go in and edit now. So that's, just to show you, it's really very nice, lovely looking website. So me as a web designer a few years ago, if I had to design this, it would have taken me, I would have had to charge £1,000, £2,000, and it would take at least a month to design. So now it's just a click of a button and it's done. So if we go back to the blog post, we're now on to step 3, which is editing the demo content. Okay, so this is how we do it. So I'm going to X out of the tab here. So it was just showing us here. We've come back to here. It says imported successfully. Yeah, we know that. So we're going to X out. I'm going to click the X up here just to X out of here. And so we're all done. So what do we do now? So generally what I do, I'll go visit site. Just to now make doubly sure that everything's okay. That's great. So we can come in here and you can go into any of the pages from the top here and edit a page. So let's start off with the home page. So I'm going to come into here and I'm going to click edit. So if you click edit page, that'll get into the back end. But for this purpose, I'm going to show you how to edit with Elementor. So Elementor is that page builder that we selected earlier. Really, very, very good. The best page builder for WordPress. So we're going to click Edit with Elementor. Okay, so there is. I'm just going to move myself over to the right. So you'll see here is the Elementor section here, and this is where you can add lots of stuff. So, but to do some basic editing, my mum's a yoga teacher. She actually doesn't have a yoga website, so I'm just going to maybe do this as a website for her. And so I will come into the text here. So you can minimize this here, and this will show you the you won't be able to edit when you minimize, but it just shows you like a preview of how the site looks. So what I'm going to do, I've got oops, that's in my. Okay, so I'm going to resume. So here, what you can do, you've got a few choices here. So you can directly do the text from the right hand side, so the web page, or you can go into the left hand side and see that's the same text here that is there. So I'm going to come into the page here and say, I'm going to say yoga classes in. So yoga classes in Llandrindod Wells Powys. So that's how you do the text there. And you can keep on going. So there's text underneath there, and you could change the text there as well. So you can say, so I've just added a bit of text below here. So Eva has 20 years experience as a, oh dear, not a drug teacher, that's a misspelling. A drug yoga teacher. Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? As a Drew yoga teacher, oh God. Never live that down. So a bit of a blurb about my mum. So my mum, I've been a yoga teacher for 10 years now, just over 10 years, and she's been a yoga teacher for over 30 years really. So so now if you wanted to do some other edits, you might have to do a little bit of fiddling. So here, like this image here, isn't obvious that you click on that image. So when you come across that. Usually, most of the time, you'll come to an image and you just click on it and you can change it, like here, and then the image will come up there. Sometimes if you click on an image, it's like, oh, where is it? It's not there. That's usually it's within the that we see. If you click over here, you see this blue section that comes up with 3 icons on top, a plus, X, and if you X there, it will delete this whole section in blue. So it would delete all of this. So what you tend to do, if you find that, you'll just click the middle one to get it live, and you'll see over here is the layout. And usually you'll find it in the style section. So there it is here. So if I scroll down here, you'll see that's the image there. And if you wanted to change the image, you would do so from here. So that's really one of the next steps I'll kind of show you here. Is if we come down. I'm showing you how to now edit. So we're on the step 3 here. So I've scrolled back up. We're on how to edit the demo content. That's what we're doing right now. So on step 3, it's going to be changing the images. So I'm going to show you something really nifty. I use it all the time. Pexels.com. So to find royalty-free images. So I'm going to come back into here, and I'm going to type here Pexels.com. And I'm going to search for yoga. Click search. And I would, if I was doing this for my, for my mum, if we're doing it here, I'd try to get her image. But for the time being, it'd be your own image. Obviously, this is your website. But if you want some other sort of images, all you need to do is come here and look through the images, and you can right click or you can just click the download icon there, download it to your computer. They do come quite big, so I'll download one as an example just to show you how I kind of resize it. because you don't want the images really big on your website. So I'll do one example. So here, well, what's an image that I quite like the look of? So I'm just going to pause and find an image. Okay, so I found this image. I thought that's quite a good one because of Zoom. These days, lots of yoga teachers are now going onto Zoom because of COVID. So I'm going to download this one, and then I'm going to open my my photo editing program. But I'm going to pause while I'm doing that. So let me just pause this. Okay, so I've downloaded it to my desktop. Here it is over here. So I'm going to right click and go open with, and I use Adobe Photoshop Elements Editor. So quite a cheap, I don't use Creative Cloud because that's quite an expensive monthly membership. So I just do very basic editing for what I need, for my needs. And I'm just going to show you what I do to my photos. So there's lots of photo editing programs. You don't need a monthly program, just get a basic one. So I think this is a bit too here. I'm just gonna so I'm using the cropping tool here to crop the image. So that seems okay to me. And then to get out of the crop or to get out of whatever you're using, just click that this icon here, and that will get you to nothing. A crop tool that I was using, it was here, so pretty much the only you can't see it there because of there. The crop tool is right there under modify, right there. So I'm quite happy with that. But so what I tend to do, well, always do before I upload an image that I get from like Pexels or another royalty-free site, I'll go to image and I'll click resize and go to image size. And see how big this is. It's very big. I don't need that to be very big because it's if we go to that website, you see it's not that big of an image that it needs to be. But I'll say have the image be 800. That's still maybe a little big. Say 700. And I'm quite happy with that. So 700. So anything under say 1,000 pixels is pretty good. And I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to go click here, go File, Save for Web. So I then come over to the section over here. You'll see this section here. And I want to change this to JPEG. And I want to change it from high to medium quality. Medium quality is absolutely fine for a website. If you have it on high, it'll be a bigger, it'll take more to load on your website, so it'll make the website heavy loading, and Google doesn't like that. So if you've got lots of big images on your page, it slows the page down, and Google really hates slow loading pages, so you'll lose ranking on Google. So I put it on medium there, and then it's automatically on optimized, but I put it on optimized, so you'll see the tick mark here, optimized. And then I'm happy with that. I'm going to click save, and that will save it to, I'll save it to my desktop here, click save, and I'm going to click replace, yes, click replace. So let's just come out of here. I'm going to rename this, so this might be my, if it's my mum, who I'm doing the website for, and it's a picture of her, I would put her name, just for, it's good for naming the images. It kind of helps you with a little bit of web traffic. When people are searching, sometimes they search for images, and so it's good to name the images here. But I'm going to just put, because this is a Zoom, I'm going to call this Zoom Yoga with Eva Watts, because that's a kind of Zoom thing going on there. So I'm happy with that. So I'll come back into the let me just come back into the website. So here I am. There's the picture I want to change. So let's just see how it looks like if I delete that, remove. That's okay. So now if I select an image, I'm going to go click, because it's I'm going to click upload files. I'm going to select the file from my desktop, and there it is. Okay, so there's the title. The title is what you named the image. It's already automatically goes into title. I'm just going to put the same title in the alt text and in the description. It's just a habit that I do. And then I'm going to click Insert Media, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, so that's I don't like that at all, so that's made it a background image. So that'd be quite nice if you had, you could turn all this white, the text white, if you liked the background image and you like that effect. But I don't like that, so it's good to show when things don't go according to plan. That's all right. So I'm going to remove that image, and here's what you'll see over here. There's a plus icon there. So what I want to do, I'm going to use the you'll see on the on here, if I come up to here, this is the Elementor. I'm going to click onto that section there to get back to the things that we can drag and drop. And I just want to drag the image icon in here because I only just want the image showing up here. So I'm going to drag that image section into there. And now when I click into the image, so I can do it. So I've got to do it from the left hand side. So I come over here on the left hand side over here, so if you see that, that's the image there that we're seeing here. So we want to click onto that section on the left there, and there's the image that we've already uploaded. So I'm going to click onto that, and I'm going to click Insert, and that inserts it as we want it, not a big background image just like that. So if I'm then happy with that, I can then carry on. So it's the same thing with everything else. But then say if you didn't like that, all you've got to do over here, you've got a history section. So if you come to here, you'll see down here on the bottom section here, there's the third icon along, is the history section. And what you can do is click onto that, and you go, okay, I want to go back to where was I? So let's have a look here. No, I want to go before that. I want to go back to the original image. So you keep on clicking. Okay, that's fine. That's how it was. It's to say, okay, I quite like that image because that is a actual background image. That's why when we put that image in, as in the default, it went over to the whole page because that is actually a background image. So I'm going to say, okay, I quite like that image. I'll keep that. Say for that, this works for anything that you then touch on the page, you can then edit. So say you contact today, we want to say instead of saying contact today, we want to say contact Eva today, make it a bit more personal. And you'll see there will be we need to add a link here. So you see the link section, this is where you'd need to put the exact page for your contact page if this was to the contact page you want them to go to. So you'd need to put whatever the exact link is here, which you'd go to the web page, click on here and you go to the web page. So I'll be changing this later because it doesn't really have the contact page, was said get fit or something, wasn't it? So that wasn't what we wanted, but you go to the website here and say if that was the contact page there, I would copy that if that was the contact page, and I'd come back into here, and that's where the link would go there. That's the full link. And I normally, generally what you want to do, actually that's okay, you want them to sometimes if you wanted to have that go into a new tab, you'd click onto that little, see that little gear icon there? If you clicked onto that gear icon, you can then go open in a new window, and that would open it into a new window you wanted to. So a lot of times I do use that, but for this one, because that's okay, I want them to go, don't need them to open into a new window, a new tab. So I'm going to keep that as default, and then I'm quite happy with that. So you just keep on going, doing the same thing all the way through, editing your pages. So on the next section of this, I'll just show you how you can add new pages. Actually, one more important point before I do go on to the next section. So whenever you make a change, say I do something here, you'll see on the left hand side there, the updates, it shows that it needs to be updated down here on the bottom left. So you just want to obviously make sure that whenever you make a change and you're then finished here and you're going to go out and do something else like I'm about to do, you just remember to click the update there, the green update button. When that's updated, that will turn, I think it turns grey. Let's have a look. So that's updating. That's going to take a while. I live in a rural location, so that's going to take a while to update. So yeah, so it turns grey, and so you know it's been updated. So when I am finished with a page with Elementor, what you tend to do, to get out of the page, what you can do is click that 3 bars icon on the top left of the editor there. So I'm going to click onto that, and then I'm going to click Exit to Dashboard. So I'm going to click there, and I'll pause. So that's taken us into the back end here. It's gone welcome to the block editor. You won't ever use the block editor. That's the default WordPress editor. We use Elementor as our page builder. So you're just going to X out of there. And so here, if you've added Yoast SEO and stuff, you can change, do the SEO title and stuff. But that's I'll show you how to do that a bit later. So so here. Say if you come out of this, you'll click on the top left there, you'll see the WordPress icon. So I'm going to click onto that, and that'll take us back into so where we can see all the pages now. So this is our WordPress main dashboard. So to add a page here, I'm going to give you a trick to add a new page. What I use is just mentioned Yoast, but Yoast has a duplication plugin. So we're going to go to plugins. So here, plugins, and click Add New over there on the left hand side. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go Yoast duplication. I think that's what it is. That'll automatically try to find it for us. Okay, I had the wrong name. It's Yoast clone. If you put duplication, it doesn't actually show it there. So if you type in Yoast clone, this will be the first one that shows up. So I'm going to click install now. So what this does, this allows you to clone any web page or post on your site. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel each time. If you like the look, you can go in and just duplicate the page and make edits. So I'm going to click activate. So that's now been activated, and you'll see these little things show up on your dashboard. So if you wanted to, you could click that link to find out more about the Yoast duplicate post, what it actually does. But I'm just going to X out of all of those. I just want to X out, yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to show you how to now duplicate a page. So I'm going to go into the front end. So on the top left here, I'm going to click Visit Site. And you'll see now, because we've added that plugin, you'll see duplicate post here. So now if I say come to the About Me page, and I quite like that page and I want to have it as another page, say for maybe yoga retreats or whatever else it is you want, and you just want to kind of use that design, you can just click duplicate post. And don't be confused by the word post. This is a page, but it duplicates pages and posts. So here now, if I click duplicate post, you will see what happens. So click duplicate post. Okay, so this has been duplicated, so it's taken me here. This is the name of the duplicated page, so obviously we want to change the title of the page. So maybe we call that yoga workshops, maybe yoga workshops. And we've got to change the permalink. So over here on the right hand side, you'll see permalink. So that's the link of the page, what it's called. So we obviously want to change that. So I'm going to click into that, and you'll see it's automatically changed actually. So that's good. So as soon as you change the title here, it automatically changes the URL slug, which is the permalink. So you don't have to do anything. So you don't generally then have to do anything else here unless you've got Yoast SEO plugin installed and you need to change the SEO title and description, and that'll be down here on the page. But there's lots of actually YouTube videos showing how to use Yoast SEO plugin, so you can probably best just go to YouTube and find out about Yoast plugin. And yeah, so I'm happy with that. So say I've changed the title, that's all I need to do. So now you just need to click, because it's not published, you've just cloned it. So you could preview it if you wanted to, click the preview and that'll open up into a new tab. But I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to publish that. So I'm going to click publish. Click publish here. That'll publish. So now it's saying, okay, Yoga Workshops is now live. There's the that gives you the address, and we're okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go view the page just to see what it looks like. And so there it is. There's the exact duplication of the. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Come out of here. So duplication of the page there. So what, interestingly, what that has done here is not showing the menu. So that is a bug. So that normally, let me just pause. Okay, so I just paused the video and found out what was causing that. So on the right hand side here, you'll see page attributes. So if I just get my little there, so page attributes, we're going to click into that, and it, for some obscure reason, the default they have a default template and it doesn't show the menu. I have no idea why that would be the default, because why anyone would not want the menu to show up, I have no idea. So you'd have to go in here and click Elementor full width. So click Elementor full width, and then when you're happy with that, you'll just click update, and then once that's updated, and we go click view page on the bottom there. So I'm going to click view page. My dog's very excited that we've fixed that bug, so he's come in to say well done to me. Thank you. So there you go. So that's the there it is. That solved the mystery. So that's how you can clone pages. And the other let's have a look. The other sort of main things we're doing here. Let's come down here. We've done all this. So really, we've done all the main stuff. To change the logo, I'll just quickly show you how you can get the logo done. So actually, no, I won't. I'm jumping ahead of myself. What I think we need to do now, because we've added that new page, you'll see up here, it's not showing up in the menu. I'll show you now how you can how the menus work. So I'm going to go at the top left here on the Yoga website. I'm going to click there, and I'm going to click on menus to get to the menu section. And let's go and change that up. Okay, so we're in the menu section. You'll see here, what you can do, you can select here, it's not automatically ticked here. So if you automatically add new top level pages to this menu, that would have, if you want to tick that, it will automatically add any new pages you do in the future. So I'm going to tick that, but I still have to add that Yoga Workshops one. So I'm going to tick the Yoga Workshops page that we just added, and then I'm going to click the let's have a look here. Let me have a look. Where have you gone? Let me just minimize this. Let's come over here. Sorry about this. Let's just get there. So, because I want to show you exactly what that is, you'll see there, and I've selected here. So now I'm ready to click Add to Menu, and I'll add it to the bottom. And then we can just drag it wherever we like. So maybe we want that to show up under our classes section. So once you click Save Menu on the bottom right, so over here, Save Menu, got to click that. Let's click that. And then if we go on the top right, top left and click Visit Site, you'll then see that that page has now been added to that where we wanted it to go. So on the next section, I will go and show you how we can change this logo. Okay, so the first part we're going to do is we're going to find that the current logo, that's the default logo, and then we're going to go to Fiverr.com and we're going to ask a logo developer to do it for under $20. So I'll show you how that's done. But first of all, we need to see what the size of that image is and provide that image as an example to that Fiverr logo developer. So when you're in your dashboard, you'll see on the left-hand side, media, you'll want to go to library. That'll open up your library of all your media, all your images, and if you've added videos. I don't recommend adding videos. That'll just slow down your website. Just add images. If you want to add videos, just obviously add them to YouTube or Vimeo or something. So there's that logo. So I'm going to double check. Let's just double check that that is the logo that they're showing. So I'm going to go to our website. There's the logo, Yoga by Sarah Jones. So it could be one of those two there. So I think it doesn't really. We're going to go to that one. So here we're going to say we're going to copy the size there. So that's the logo size. This is what the content that we're going to provide. We're going to provide this for the logo guy, and so here's the actual link for the person or the guy or the girl who's going to be doing the images. That'll help them create the logo for you. So I'm quite happy with that. So now we're going to go to Fiverr. So you're going to go to Fiverr. I'm not going to go into huge detail here. There are lots of videos on how to use Fiverr, but just to let you know that it exists and how it give you a big overview on how it works. All you'll do here is type in logo into a search, click search, and then you just want to then find someone. Oops, is that searching? Don't know if that's searching. Doesn't look like it. Let me just do that again. So you'll come up with a whole bunch of the graphic designers who specialise in doing logos, and they do really good logos. I kind of use it. I used to use this all the time. If I set up a new site, I immediately come to Fiverr, pick someone who's got. So if you have a look down here, I will create a professional minimalist logo, all this kind of stuff. You're just looking for someone who's got like 4.8 or above. Obviously 5-star is the highest you can get. So I tend to go for, if you got really anything over 4.5 is good, but if they're 4.8 or above, they're really good. And as you can see, they're pretty affordable. So anywhere from like 20 quid up to 30, even lower. You can get a really nice a really nice logo done. So you just all you do is say if you just pick. You'd need to join if you're not already it's free to join Fiverr. You're just obviously paying for the if you come here and you click continue and you want this, you would click continue and you'd order it from the developer, the logo developer, for £18.92p. You click on that, go through the payment stuff. You then supply the person with the details. So you'd say, please can you create a logo for my new website, and then you just say what you want for the logo. So you'd have to put a bit of a blurb there. If there's anything you want to provide them, if you've got an image of that you like, so you just obviously put as much information here as possible. So I'd say, make it, please make the logo size 360 by 120 pixels, just like this one, which is the default one that is currently on the website. So that you know, as much information as you can give. So there. So I would do something like that. And then paste that into because after you've gone through the payment, there'll be a description saying, you know, what do you want, and you just give them as much description as you possibly can and paste that in. So that's how you get the logo. So now how do you actually put the logo, you know, where it's not actually that intuitive on most websites on how you go about changing the logo. So I'll show you how to do it within the Astra theme. Okay, to add the logo, you'll come to up the top here, you'll see Customize. So I get my little scribbly tool, see Customize there. And let's go click that. And let's just move myself across over here on the left. Okay, it's going to take a little time to load. You're going to go to Header Builder. So we click Header Builder here. And then you'll see Logo. So click onto Logo. And then here's where we can change the logo. So you've got the logo done by the logo designer. Click Change Logo. You would upload the file there. And you can also, that's new, free images from Pixabay. That's quite nice. So yeah, let's go choose one. Let's say this was the logo. So we're going to choose that. And we're going to, let's do flying. Here we go, flying yoga. Select that. And that will automatically crop it to so it will fit nicely in the section. Click crop image, and then you won't actually see it there. So you can also come in here and edit it from click the blue icon there. But what we're going to do is click Publish, and that should change the logo up here. So we're going to click Publish. So now I'm just going to X out of here by clicking on the up there to come out of here. So, and then hopefully that logo should have changed. Let's have a look. So no, the logo has not changed. So we're going to go in and take a look and see what we can do. Okay, I snuck off for a few days and had a bit of a break, but let's see if we can do this, get this logo added. So this time, let's click onto the logo, and we'll click onto that blue icon, and then see if we can edit it from there. So we're going to go, that's the logo that we've added. The retina logo is, so that's probably what's going on there. We're seeing the retina logo. So if we change the image there to the same image there, the Flying Yoga Co, let's see what happens there. So change image. Let's select an image. I don't want any of those. Let's go to media library, and we'll get to that logo that we've already uploaded. So there it is, Flying Yoga Co. I'm happy with that. So let's go choose image, and that should there it is. That changes it there. So that solves that weird thing that was happening. It wasn't weird at all, but it kind of has this the two logos. You've got a normal logo and a retina logo. I think the retina logo is used for like Macs. If someone's viewing this website on maybe a Mac or something, or an iPhone, he'll use the retina logo instead of the normal logo, I presume. So that's how you add a logo. Okay, the next optional step is to use a domain registrar. So you probably won't need this unless you have multiple websites. but I'm just going to show you this because I have quite a few websites. So if I click on that, so optional step, use a domain registrar, that'll bring me down to here, to the optional step, use a domain registrar. So I'm not going to go into my one-on-one and show you this, but I'll just give you an overview of these steps that I've just given here. So you'll be given, if you use Bluehost hosting, you'll be given a free domain name. So if you just need it just for one website, which is for 99% of people watching this video, you'll probably only need the one website. So just go with Bluehost and you'll get a free domain name through them. But if you want to have your own domain registrar and maybe you have multiple websites, I use oneandone.co.uk, and here I just have my steps on how I go about getting a domain name from them. So so I'm not going to go into detail here. I'll just show you the steps here, and so that's how I get the domain names. And then I have my own hosting. I have a reseller hosting account through a company called Crystal. And I then just link all my domain names into my reseller hosting account. So that's the way I do it. But again, that's because I really used to do website designs in a previous life, and I still do a little bit sometimes, but not so much anymore. It's just really too easy for people like this is the reason why I'm doing this video, is to show people how easy it is now to set their own website up without hiring someone like me, which is why really I'm not really doing much of it anymore, because I'd rather show people how they can do it themselves. So the next step, let's go back up here, is come to the menu, and we've got how to install WordPress via Cpanel. Again, this is an optional step. If I go to that step and scroll us down to there we are, optional step, install WordPress via Cpanel. Again, for 99% of people, you probably won't want to do this, but if I put here, if on step 1, get domain hosting from Bluehost, you chose, go to your Bluehost account, Cpanel. If you want to install it, WordPress via Cpanel, these are the steps that you would use. And they're very simple. So I don't really have to go in there. It's really self-explanatory, those 4 steps. And so, really the last step here is all the tools. Not really a step. These are the tools that I've covered within this blog post and this video. So you can go into them here and click directly to them there. And lastly, the tool I recommend for creating yoga lesson plans. I created a yoga lesson planner called Yoga Genie Lesson Planner for yoga teachers. And if I click on here, I can show it to you. Let's go here, yoga lesson plans. So this is the tool I kind of, obviously I'm going to recommend it. It's the resource that I created, the software that I created. And it's a bit slow, maybe. Let's have a look. Maybe it's because I'm recording video. It's all a bit slow, but if you go to my website, georgewatts.org, it will be a bit slow because I'm recording online video, and I click on the yoga lesson planner. That'll take you to the Yoga Genie lesson planner, and you can take a look at that planner. So it's really designed for me, really, because I'm a yoga teacher, and I created it primarily for myself, and then shared it with other teachers. Created it way back in 2009, 2010, and we've been updating it and editing it, tweaking it ever since. It's got over 3,000 yoga poses and over 80 categories, 83 categories. We've got well over 10,000 shared lesson plans that you can copy and edit from the hundreds of members that are hundreds of yoga teachers that are members. You can copy any of their lesson plans and edit them. So there's the sales page there, and you can have a look through there. I think that's everything. So really, just for a bit of a recap, if you've never set up your own website, this is just one way of doing it. There are other websites out there like Wix, and I think there's a bunch of others out there these days. But I've tried Wix a few years ago just to see what it's like, and I didn't really kind of get on with it. But WordPress is still kind of recognised as the best platform for your search, for your SEO, for your search engine optimization. So most websites on the web are WordPress websites. So that's why I recommend going down the WordPress route rather than getting like a Wix website, or I think there's Foursquare or whatever they are. There's a bunch of them. And they're quite easy to set up, but they're still not as good as WordPress for the optimization to get you high up on Google. That's why I still recommend everyone to use WordPress, because they're the best for that. Really, no matter how good your website looks, if you're not getting clicks, if you're not getting visitors to that website, it's no good. So that's why, again, I recommend WordPress as your website platform. So yeah, I hope you have. I hope you enjoy setting up your website. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I can always record these videos for you and just send them to you by email. So if you email me, I could do one of these little videos if you've got a stumbling block somewhere, and hopefully that'll help you out.